what have you guys done to bring VR here to Kraken?
So the process to get a immersion goggle technology onto one of the most legendary coasters in the industry took us about 12 months. And what we did is we partnered with really smart, forward-thinking, emerging technology partners, and also a cinematic film direction team to create the movie that you actually see on the ride, and then combine with the technology so we have great synchronization, really good uptime, really good reliability, all combined together to kind of make this really immersive new experience.
I've seen other systems. What's your goal for dispatches? Because I know with some rides, it could be up to, or it's of a 2-hour wait.
Yeah, the trade-off in the theme park business is very simple. It's high mass capacity, low personalization, or high personalization, low capacity. And so we now have 3 coasters in this park, so we thought this is a good time to maybe experiment with one, try something new and see how it goes, and see what guests think, and also kind of move the SeaWorld conversation a different way for a little while. So that's what we were doing here. The trade-off for us, we know we're going to lose capacity, so we're going to make it free for guests at no cost to save their spot in line with a new program called Spot Saver. To do Spot Saver, you simply walk up to the attraction, enter your phone number, or your name, or your email, anything you want to use so we can identify you, and then we'll print you off the time to come back and ride for like a 20-minute wait. And the only thing we ask is that come early, because there's only so many reservations or saved spots a day, so we can't guarantee it for everybody. So as soon as you come, you grab your spot, and then you can go ride whatever else you want in the park for the day, or come back to the park and grab your spot in line for Kraken.
Now, some guests are more with Universal with their new virtual line. Now, do they have to be within the park?
You have to be within the park to reserve, to save your spot.
Is there any start time? Is it like park open?
Park open. You have to literally walk through the turnstile.
A big staple of the company is being green. Are there plans to bring it into the mobile environment with the app?
Yeah, so it's a new program that we developed internally with our IT team. They coded the program. It's patent pending as well. So right now we have an analog version that is the printed tickets, but you'll see that move into our app, hopefully within the first month or 2 of operation.
So that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Now for the VR on the headsets, are you guys using any like cellular phones? Because I know some companies like Six Flags have done that and partnered up with Samsung.
And the problem with that is reliability and quality issues. If you make a phone process a very large movie file, it's not going to give you good image quality, so it's limiting. So we started with no phones. So there are no phones on our system. It's all kind of bespoke or ground up built hardware and software that makes the immersion goggles the solution that we have. The key to that is that we're also not processing our film inside the goggles. We're processing it underneath the seats and little computers that we built. So we have this big horsepower processing this big, robust movie live, and it's a 3D film, not a 2D film, and it's then just taking it directly to the goggles via the tablet.
Now, how are you guys ensuring that the ride's going to be queued up properly?
So other versions of this use things like location or wheel turns or counting to understand where the ride is. What we did is we made a digital map of the forces of the ride, something that never changes. So, well, changes very slightly. So we made a baseline force map of the attraction, and then we are able to monitor instantaneously as the ride's moving around where we are on that force map or that dynamic map, and that's telling us where we need to be inside the film itself. So we're moving the film around based on the actual position of the vehicle live.
How long has this been in development before the 12 months of implementing it onto the coaster?
We were studying other VR partners and installations from theme parks to museums to marketing companies, South by Southwest, all these emerging places, Infocoms. I spent 2 days in the middle of Comic-Con over in San Diego. There's a whole VR augmented reality zone set up. So we're just trying to see who's the best in the business, and we found the partners that we have by doing that work. That took about 6 months, and then the project itself took about 12 months to complete.
Is this a permanent fixture for SeaWorld, or is this just a temporary limited time offer?
I think you're going to see it for a couple of years, and then we're going to see how this goes. And if we get good response, we're getting really positive guest response so far, and really positive media response. So if guests are into this, like, we'll keep it, and we can actually change the content out and make it really cool and fresh as time goes on. But we're also experimenting with new digital technologies, and what we call it's called digital wonders, and digital destinations that we want to take our guests to. That includes something that's opening this weekend in California called Orca 360. Orca 360 is not a ride, it's a simulation lab that guests will walk into, sit down, and they'll put on a version of immersion goggles, and they'll be underwater with our real whales in a film that we've created that will it's a 7-minute underwater experience with the real killer whales, not digital, but real, and it's completely amazing. But it's not a ride, it's a sit down, so it's more for all family. So we're experimenting with that as well. Do guests like digital? Do they prefer the real? I guess they're probably gonna like both. So all that experimentation's happening in SeaWorld as we kind of create the new experiences. And this is all in moving towards a very future plan that we've got in place to really kind of reinvent and reinvigorate and stay true to our mission, our animal-based mission, and our rescue story mission, and the inspiration we provide our guests. But we have to tell it in new ways to be relevant in the marketplace and to stay current.